I never thought one night would cost me everything. My boyfriend Ryan and I had been living together for 3 years. He was the kind of man who loved quietly but deeply, always making sure the little things were taken care of, like fixing the sink, filling up my car, or leaving notes on the fridge to remind me to eat. But I'd grown restless, craving the kind of excitement that our stable, predictable life didn't provide. So when a colleague at work, David, flirted with me during happy hour, I didn't push him away. I told myself it was harmless fun, just laughter over drinks. But that fun turned into me waking up in his bed the next morning. The guilt hit me instantly. Lying there in another man's sheets, I realized I had crossed a line I couldn't erase. I told myself I would go home, shower, and pretend it never happened. Ryan would never have to know. But walking up to our apartment door that afternoon, something felt different. The usually warm glow through the blinds was gone, and the silence on the other side of the door was suffocating. My heart raced as I fumbled for my keys, convincing myself I was just paranoid. When I pushed open the door, my stomach dropped. The apartment was eerily empty. The pictures that had once hung on the walls, our beach trip, his graduation, my birthday party, were gone. The bookshelf stood bare. Even the mug he always used for his morning coffee was missing. It was like Ryan had never lived there at all. I dropped my bag and ran through every room, opening closets, pulling open drawers, but everything of his was gone. The bed was neatly made, stripped of his scent. On the dining table, where he usually left his wallet or keys, sat a single folded note. My hands shook as I picked it up, already knowing what it would say, but praying I was wrong. The note was short, written in Ryan's calm but firm handwriting. You chose your night. I chose my future. Goodbye. My knees buckled and I sat on the cold floor, clutching the letter as if holding onto it could bring him back. I thought about calling him, explaining, begging. But when I checked my phone, I saw that his number was blocked. He hadn't left room for excuses or apologies. He knew. Somehow he had found out where I had been last night. Maybe a friend saw me. Maybe he tracked my location. Or maybe he had simply seen the guilt in me long before I realized it myself. The walls of our apartment suddenly felt like a prison. Everywhere I looked, I saw flashes of him. Ryan cooking breakfast. Ryan fixing the crooked shelf. Ryan laughing at his favorite sitcom. And now all of that was gone. I had chased a moment of thrill, a spark that lasted hours. And in return, I had destroyed a love that had taken years to build. I tried reaching out to mutual friends, but they were cold. Some didn't even reply. Others simply said, "You know what you did." That was the hardest part. Not just losing Ryan, but realizing that the world around us knew I had betrayed someone who never deserved it. The shame burned hotter than the guilt. Days passed, then weeks, and the silence from Ryan remained unbroken. I started to realize he wasn't coming back. He wasn't the type to play games or give second chances after betrayal. He had always told me, "Loyalty is the one thing I'll never compromise on." I had brushed it off, thinking love meant forgiveness. I was wrong. Love for him meant trust, and I had shattered it. Now, months later, I still replay that night in my head. The drinks, the flirting, the decision to go with David. It all seemed so stupid compared to what I lost. I thought I wanted excitement, but what I really needed was the stability Ryan gave me. Only now do I realize that stability was love, the kind most people spend their whole lives searching for, and I threw it away for nothing. So, here I am in an empty apartment that used to be ours, haunted by the echo of Ryan's last words to me written on that paper. You chose your night. I chose my future. And the cruel truth is, he was right.